Hi, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to keep your immune system strong. This is the third part of a series about mosquito prevention, but I think it's important for everybody because the immune system can help keep us from, even if we're exposed to certain illnesses, it can keep those illnesses from being able to take hold in our bodies. My name is Tracy Southwick and I'm the founder of Heights of Health. Thank you again for joining me today. So what are we going to do? We're going to talk about stress. Stress is the number one cause or contributor to disease in the Western world. So what does that stress come from? It comes from our diet and it comes from our lifestyle, but it also comes from additional agents. And we're going to talk about how to reduce that stress in our diet, in our lifestyle, and how can we additionally support our immune systems so that we can avoid illness. Diet, let's talk about that first. Sugar. That is the worst contributor to the stress that actually causes disease and illness in our bodies. You can shut your immune system down for up to 5 hours by eating a heavy dose of sugar. Unnecessary antibiotics and other medications that destroy the microbiome. So the microbiome is that important gut bacteria that controls our immune system. That gut bacteria is actually responsible for 70 or more % of your immune system. So what we do to support that microbiome is essential if we want to keep a healthy immune system. So we're going to want to avoid processed foods. In the picture you can see below, that is the majority of most people's diets. Alcohol, actually think about what kills bacteria on the outside of the body. We use alcohol swabs to kill bacteria. When you drink alcohol, I'm not saying there aren't benefits to things like red wine, but when you drink alcohol in excess, it actually wipes out a lot of that good bacteria. Genetically modified foods. This is a huge issue in America today because genetically modified foods are actually developed so that they can handle a heavy load of glyphosate, which is what's in Roundup. Glyphosate destroys an enzymatic process in bacteria. It doesn't do it in our bodies, but it kills the bacteria in our gut by shutting down this enzymatic process. So when we eat genetically modified foods, which most corn, soy, canola, wheat, I'm sure there are many more I'm not thinking of right now, but most of those foods that are high production foods are genetically modified. So go organic. If you're going to eat those foods, make sure you eat organic because it doesn't say on our labels if they're genetically modified. And another source of bacteria killing agents is tap water. Fluoride kills, the sodium fluoride that's in tap water can kill bacteria, as can obviously the chlorine. That's what it's there for. It's there to kill the bacteria in the water, but we don't think about the fact that it actually kills the bacteria in our intestines. What should we eat? Of course, whole food. Shop the perimeter at the grocery store. 7 or more fruits and vegetables is the lower limit of how many fruits and vegetables we should eat. And I actually put vegetables first because scientists are finding that vegetables are the consumption of vegetables even more important than fruits in a lot of areas of health. Fermented foods. So these are foods that have the naturally occurring bacteria, the good bacteria for our gut. Sweetened yogurt does not count. Most store-bought yogurt has very little, if any, good bacteria left in it. So try making your own or getting a very good, high-quality organic brand of fermented foods. Good fats are really important. So, anything from your wild Atlantic salmon to raw nuts to avocados and to uncooked egg yolks, so runny eggs, very good for you. And of course, pure water is really important because you need water to get nutrients to the cells and toxins out. Lifestyle, stress reduction, everybody talks about that. It's easier said than done, isn't it? But it is really important to figure out what works for you. Meditation, if you have issues with it, Heather in our behavior division is amazing to help put together simple lifestyle plans so that you can implement them and create habits to change your body's response to stress. Because as she always says, stress does not happen to us, it happens in us. It's our stress response that's responsible for that those immune suppressing reactions that are so damaging to our bodies. Exercise is essential. Movement. Don't go from sitting all day in a chair to a great hour workout at the gym, that's not going to do it. You've got to at least move around. Movement is just as important, if not more important. So either get a standing desk or set your timer on your watch to stand up every 30 minutes, every 20 to 30 minutes, and move around, because you've got to keep that blood flowing so that your immune system and the rest of your body can work like it should. Sunshine is essential. We all talk about vitamin D, but it also activates our waking and sleeping cycles, and it energizes us. Fresh air is important. Open your windows if you can. Get outside, connect to the earth. Take your rubber-soled shoes off and stand outside in the grass. Really important in terms of getting the energy flowing in our bodies and helping us to have strong, vibrant immune systems. Restful sleep is important. Another one that's difficult for many people, but we have things that we can help you with if that's a challenge. There's so many things that play into that, from hormones to stress levels to, are you turning off all the electronics in your room? Don't sleep with your iPhone next to you turned on all night. That's going to mess with your brain waves and keep you from being able to sleep. And shutting off all electronics for a couple of hours before you go to bed, that makes a big difference in terms of letting your brain know it's time to shut down and go to sleep. Avoid toxic chemicals. One of the things I spoke about in one of the past mosquito prevention seminars is the importance of using healthier products for mosquito prevention. And I gave you some ideas for that. But remember, just because a product has a healthier pesticide or repellent in it does not mean all the chemicals in that product are healthy for you. So look at the ingredients. Your skin's your largest organ. When you put something on your skin, it's absorbed into your system without the benefit of having gone through the detoxification processes of the good bacteria in the gut, the liver, the kidneys. You don't have that when you put it directly on your skin and it goes straight into the blood system. And support those systems of detoxification so you can get those chemicals out. Support the liver. Do annual or semi-annual cleanses. Take things to help move the lymph. Obviously exercise is a very important one because that moves things around in your body so your body can get rid of toxins. And of course, water, pure water, very important. Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water every day. And embrace optimism and be present. That makes such a difference, changing your attitude. And it's been proven over and over and over again that optimistic people live healthier, longer lives. And you can't be optimistic all the time if you're worried about the future. So we all have negative thoughts, but we don't. But learning to not fixate on them and go with that and obsess about them is what's really important. And again, Heather's a great option if you need some help in that area. Additional support. Vitamin A is one of my favorite vitamins because it supports all the mucous membranes in the body and the immune system. So if you have annual issues with colds or coughs, anything, or even intestinal, because that's all mucous membrane, even intestinal issues, you might want to think about taking vitamin A on a regular basis. But let me tell you, only get your vitamin A from cod liver or fish liver oil. Do not get it from retinol palmitate. That is toxic to the body. It is synthetic and it does not do the same thing as a natural source of cod liver-based vitamin A. Probiotics, again, you can eat it in food, and I'm totally for that, but I also take an additional probiotic on an empty stomach, very high dose with multiple strains of good bacteria to help support my immune system. Astaxanthin is one of my favorite antioxidants. It supports the immune system, but it's also great for reducing soreness after exercise. It protects the skin against the harmful rays of the sun, and it even helps you keep a tan a little bit longer. I love astaxanthin, but avoid it if you have issues with fish. Vitamin C, the good old standboy, Linus Pauling, was amazing in discovering and realizing some of the many uses of vitamin C, but I highly recommend that something that is in the body, taken at a higher than the RDA amount every day. Zinc and selenium are really important for the immune system as well as the endocrine system. They're tied together very heavily. So if you want to support your adrenals, your thyroid, your immune system, take zinc and selenium. Actually, zinc, best food source, or one of the best food sources for zinc are pumpkin seeds, and selenium, Brazil nuts. So eating those every day can be helpful. It's a great way to get them into your kids' bodies as well. There are some good balancing herbs. Ashwagandha is one, ginseng's another one. It's not on this list. Suma is a great one, and so is maca. If you just want to take something on a regular basis to help balance out your immune system, they're called adaptogenic herbs because they help your body adapt to stress. Here's a great example of an immune booster breakfast. 1 to 2 soft-boiled eggs. So you want to keep the yolk runny because that's if you get it too hot and you cook the yolk, that actually destroys some of the essential fatty acids and the B vitamins that are in there. But the egg yolks have B vitamins, they have essential fatty acids, they have iron in them, they have lecithin in them, all kinds of great things for your immune system and for your bodies. But make sure that they're free-range and organic eggs. And then make yourself a little yummy yogurt parfait. Get some fresh coconut yogurt, so you've got the benefit of the coconut oil in there. Don't get like the fat-free, get the full-fat, yummy, rich, delicious coconut yogurt. And unsweetened, of course, add some chopped Brazil nuts for your for your selenium, some pumpkin seeds for your zinc, some organic blueberries, chia seeds, which have the good fats in them. Dried goji berries are great for your immune system, and then a manuka honey. The higher number on the manuka honey jar, the more beneficial it is for the immune system. Don't add tons of manuka honey because it's still, not great to have a bunch of sugar, but a teaspoon of that in there is going to help support your immune system. And then here's my quote I'm going to leave you with: gratitude dissolves negativity. Decide that no matter what comes your way, you'll find a grateful heart. And I think that's a great way to look at it. Wake up every morning with a grateful heart. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. And when you go to bed at night, think of the 3 best things that happened to you during that day, and focus on that when you go to sleep and say, thank you, thank you, thank you for these wonderful things that happened to me. And it creates a great space for you to have a more restful and restorative sleep. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you'll join next time.